Hi, you guys. It is Friday and I am so excited. By the way, my name's Sammy. This is Unicorn Dust Designs. We do DIYs, we do wood signs, and today we are jumping in to Christmas DIYs. I am so excited, you guys, and I know some of you are like just not ready for this. You are wanting this and you are wanting this, and I totally understand. But I mean, the Christmas vibes are in my soul now. I walked into Dollar Tree. I walked the aisles. I got so inspired and I got so giddy. I got so excited. I'm like almost ready to turn on the Santa Claus movie with Tim Allen, watch all three of them over and over and over again while I craft. I am just feeling super inspired. So I hope, even though some of you guys are not ready for this, that this kind of gets you in the spirit. I want to start doing these just so you guys are able to go out and get those, items from Dollar Tree or wherever it may be, if you would like to craft along with me and make something. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump into these Christmas DIYs. That. Thank you guys for being here and subscribing to this. All right, let's go. All right, here's DIY number 1, and I think this one is my favorite. Let me know which one out of these 4 are your favorite at the ends. Okay, so let me show you how to make this. So I got the Aloha bank. This came in a few different patterns and stuff. Got a decal and some scrapbook paper. And you guys, right away I had broke the back of this, so be careful. It does pop out. The paper does not come off, which is totally fine. So everybody kept telling me in my one video, use nail polish remover. Well, I used nail polish remover. It didn't work unless I have the crappiest nail polish remover in the world. It didn't say acetone or anything on it. It's the Walmart brand, so I don't know if that has something to do with it. So I took my scraper that I got at Dollar Tree. These come in a 4-pack and they're in the automotive section and they're amazing. Then taking some scrapbook paper, I'm trying to figure out which one I like the best, and I'm digging this vintage Santa paper for sure. It even looks good with just the black. You could just leave it like that and be enough. Okay, so now I'm putting it over the square and I'm just pressing down on the sides to give me an outline. You could also trace it out with a pencil or a pen, of course, but look, leaves that outline right there for you. Using my scissors I found on clearance at Walmart, the Westcott brand. They were like $2. Okay, so need to cut it down just a little bit more, and y'all, I'm just going to hot glue this on. You would think with 2 children in this house, I would have some sort of glue stick, but I don't. It's the weirdest thing. Okay, look at how cute that looks just as is. Obsessed. Obsessed. Okay, so we're gonna hot glue this on. Y'all, I'm gonna have to tell you about this hot glue gun. I was sent it. I don't get anything from showing you guys. I'm just showing it to you, but I'll have to tell you more about that glue gun later. So I'm gonna tape this off. It looks absolutely good, just black, but I don't know. I didn't want to leave it just black because, we always gotta take another step. So I'm using just some painter's tape, taping off our glass, cleaning it up so we can paint. And then I am taking Cashew because I kind of wanted it to go with the whole vintage Santa yellowy look. And I'm just taking a 1-inch chippy brush, and as usual, I am not being neat with this. I am just running it across there. Gonna do the front. Don't worry about doing the inside or anything, especially since the scrapbook paper is black. It'll go just fine. So we're gonna finish that up and we are going to let that dry. I'm gonna take the painter's tape off. Here we go. This is what we have left. Clean your glass up because those things are dirty, especially after you scrape all that stuff off of here. Okay. So then we're going to take, you guys, I am so sorry. Lately with the fonts, I have not been getting the fonts. I've been trying to use the Cricut, and I'm used to being able to weld and then go back and find out what font I used. And in Cricut, you can't do that. So as of right now, I don't know what font this is, basically is what I'm saying. So I'm just using a red permanent vinyl putting that over Christmas fun. And how cute is this? I want to keep this like by our front door for when we walk in. If we have like loose change or extra cash, just pop it in there. So cute. All right, DIY number 2. I love this font. I love these beads. So I got this little ornament from Hobby Lobby, $4.99, and then 40% off of that. And I knew right away this needed to be more Christmassy for me. So I'll try and find the item on their website and link it down below. This also would have just looked good if you would have hot glued like some greenery and berries to it, but your girl has to, you know, do a little extra. Okay, so taking plaster. You guys, this took me 3 coats to cover this darn bird. She was not having it. Is she a hen? Is she a chicken? She's definitely not a rooster. I don't know, but she was like, you ain't covered. Look at her. She's popping through. She's like, I ain't going nowhere, sis. So, needless to say, I had to go in with 3 coats. And part of me was like, you know what? Just kind of do a dry brush over it with a different color and just hide it. But y'all know I have to have like a finished product. So that wasn't going to fly. All right, so now I lay my beads out before I put them on, especially because I'm going to be painting them multiple colors. Now, usually I do not show you guys painting beads because I feel like you guys would be bored, but I've had many people ask me to show how I paint my beads. So here I am. All right, you guys, Can Academy, if you guys don't know it, it's a kids app and it is free. It's an educational app. And it is so good. I highly recommend it. Okay, anyways. So I'm going to take my beads. I'm taking the Dollar Tree floral wire and I'm going to string them on here. And then I put a little loop at each end. And this is going to help me, 1, hold it, and then 2, hang it after so that they can dry. So the big beads, we're going to do red. The small beads, we are going to do black. And I like using the floral bead because you can kind of like bend it and warp it so that you could get in between the wood beads when you're spraying them. So here we are outside. Put a glove on. Don't have your smartwatch on. I always do that and then get overspray all over my watch. And I'm just holding it out and I'm spraying it, and that's all I do. You can also stain beads. You can put them in hot coffee and do a stain that way as well. Or you could hand paint them, but your girl does not have the time to be hand painting stuff. So spray paint it is, okay? So here we go. We got the black one going, and then you see how like you can bend it? Hi, mailman. Thank you for your service. Appreciate you. Okay. So like I said, you see how it's like bent? You can move it around, and then here we go. And then you just leave them up to hang until you're ready. Okay, so back to our ornament. I'm just taking Mineral Chalk Paint by Waverly, and I'm just kind of dry brushing that on, just giving it a little bit more depth right here. A little bit more texture. Okay, there's me being lazy. This is my cup by Monner's Market. I'm being lazy and filling my cup with water so I don't have to go upstairs and wash my brush right away. So this font, I do know what it's called. It's called Snow Deer, and it is from DeFont. Absolutely love it for the holidays. It makes adorable, adorable personalized ornaments. And the Buffalo Check permanent vinyl. So now we're going to cut that off. I'm using the Dollar Tree twine. This twine is perfect for the wood beads. It fits perfectly. Wood beads, I believe this one is like the 1,000 pack from Amazon. It is linked in my Amazon store for y'all. Yeah. So we're going to take these off, and I'm going to do 1 red and then 3 black. And before I do that, I take some hot glue, put it on the ends, twist that twine up so that it doesn't fray. You could also use tape as well. And then not all beads are created equal because some of them are a little sketchy. So I think this was the only bead I had an issue with, but it took me some work to get it through. But again, 1 red bead, 3 black. This is just for inspiration, y'all. You do your thing, put some green in there. I mean, possibilities are endless. So now I'm taking the Dollar Tree twine, I'm wrapping it around my scraper tool. You could also just use your fingers, I mean anything, but it wasn't as thick as I wanted it to be. So I grabbed a new pack and I'm gonna keep wrapping it here. And as many times as you wrap it, that's how full your little tassel's gonna look, basically. So we're gonna take that off. Let's cut it. We're gonna get a small piece of our twine and just tie, double knot it at the top. You wanna leave like a 1/2 inch to 1 inch up there so you can string your twine through. Sorry, I'm not in frame, but I'm just cutting the bottom. There we go. She cute. She cute a looter. Yep. Okay. And you guys, you can make these using like yarn as well. I mean, the tassel could be a bunch of messy ribbon. So there's a ton of possibilities for beaded garlands. All right, so now we're gonna just tie that through, and I am going to double knot it at the end and then cut the excess off. And you guys, that is done. You have yourselves a cute little holiday ornament that will look adorable on a tiered tray. Or if you have a pretty sturdy Christmas tree, this will make adorable Christmas tree ornament. You're cute. All right, and we were gonna turn these into Christmas trees. I mean, if you didn't know that, here we go. Okay, so Christmas tree. I'm going to start, I think, by taking off the sticker, and I'm using my heat gun for this. There are many possible ways of taking the sticker off. This is just my preference. And what was I gonna say? Oh, make sure to keep this piece of the triangle, okay, and set it to the side. I don't know why I took my X-Acto knife. I know I have to push it out. I don't know why I try to cheat the system, girl, you know. Okay, so I'm trying to take all the paper off the back because you guys know I like a finished product, and it is going to drive me insane that this is like propped up and there's trash on the back of it, you know? I think I'm gonna go back in and actually cover the back with like a thicker jute cord, and then it could be, you guessed it, a reversible tree. Okay, so here I am. I'm like not letting it go. Like, I want that paper off and it is not coming off. Girl, just get over it. It's not happening, okay? Clean it up. Okay, now we're taking antique wax. Again, just messy brushing it. I'm not being neat with this at all. This is just the Dollar Tree stencil brush that comes in a 3-pack in the Crafter Square section. You guys can make this any color you want. I do the sides and I do the front of it. I'm not painting the inside at all. We are good. Keep her as she is, you know. And then, okay, now I'm using these push pins. These are from the Dollar Tree, and y'all, as usual, I tell you all the time, I love my mat. This is the Arteza self-healing mat. I'll leave it in my description box, and I use it every time I craft. And what I'm using it for now is I have my ruler going straight across so I could keep straight lines so they're not crooked. I mean, you can do it crooked. You could stagger them. You could do whatever you want. But, you know, I wanted them to be even with each other. So that is what I'm using it for here. These are just in the office supply section at the Dollar Tree. I think they come in silver as well. They have more decorative ones, I think, at Walmart. But these were super easy to push in as well, you guys. So super cute. Okay, so we're going to finish putting those in, and then I'm going to grab some green like jute cord or whatever. It's actually, and I don't know why. Can you guys explain it to me why this stuff is in the automotive section at the Dollar Tree? Don't know. This tree would have looked cute just with the push pins in it and nothing else. But, you know, we got to take it a little extra. So I'm just tying a knot on the top one here. I cut the remainder little tail off. And now you guys can make this go zigzag. You can start from the bottom. You can start from the middle. It doesn't matter. It's all about preference and what you want to do. This would be fun too if you have a little bit of like older kids, even if you just did the push pins yourself and then let them kind of do like a string art thing with this. That would be a lot of fun to do. Imagine doing that like every year, like on Christmas Eve or something, and all the trees that you would have. you know, by the time like your kids are grown with kids. That would be so cool. Oh, maybe I need to start that. Okay. So now that we're finished, we're just tying off the end right there. And you guys, look at how cute. I love it. It's super simple. Okay, so this, you guys, is from one of those Dollar Tree succulents. I had used it in a previous video and I knew right away this could be a tree stump. So I'm using Arteza Gold and mixing it with Antique because I did not want this bright gold at all. And I did not like that fugly brown color. So I mixed the two and it gave me the most perfect brass looking color. And with using this brush, it gave you like that brushed copper look. It just looked, you guys, I just loved it. It turned out way better than I could have imagined. And it fits perfectly on our tree. Look at this. So again, using my mat as my guide so that I get this on even, using the hot glue gun, not putting it on the sides of that though, because you don't want it like spilling over. Don't want some spillage. All right. And then look at how cute. This is so cute, so simple. This would even make like a cute little tree for like if you do Elf on the Shelf or whatever. All right, our last DIY, you guys. This one was fun to make. I had so much fun painting it. So here I am looking through all of my scrapbook paper. Lisa Christopher sent me all of this paper and I was like, oh gosh. Okay, so I'm using one of those shadow boxes from Dollar Tree and I'm a hot mess on this DIY, you guys, because I like went back and forth. Word of advice, that previous ornament, it does not fit in here, so don't use it. Okay, so I had picked my scrapbook paper and then I put it back in the stack. So I'm trying to find that here. So we want a Christmas scene. I'm doing the same thing, rubbing the sides so I know where to cut. And surprise, surprise, it fit perfectly. Cushy perfect. Okay, and then because I haven't learned my lesson at all, I use this spray adhesive. I seriously need a glue stick. Like, come on, girl, you're at Dollar Tree all the time. Okay, so since this is a shadow box, the sides will be showing. So we are going to just paint that with Waverly white. It does take me 2 coats to completely cover the yellow up. And then you don't have to paint, what was I gonna say? I don't know, the inside? No. Okay, so just paint this with 2 coats. Then I'm taking Crimson Waverly chalk paint. This took 2 coats as well. I highly recommend if you're gonna do this, just go outside and spray paint it because I do not like doing 2 coats. I don't like the waiting process and all of that stuff. I just rather go outside. I wish I would have spray painted it. Okay. So now we're gonna do our little truck, you guys. And I'm by no means like a painter, but when I do paint, I get so into it and I feel like it just kind of turns my mind off and all I'm focused on is like that project in front of me. So with this little truck, these are the ornaments that come from Dollar Tree. I am painting it red. Then we're taking antique wax and we are doing the little rack that's on the back of our truck. And I'm just using random brushes. That the very thin brush that you'll see me use in this video is from the Dollar Tree. And now we're going to paint our tires black. Super easy. Nothing hard, you guys. I promise you. Like I said, I'm not a painter. I'm just going with the flow here. And I'm seriously using like every random, I got like acrylic paint, antique wax, I got folk art, I got everything going on. Then we're gonna take mineral and just using the same brush. I don't even clean my brush off or anything. I'm just dipping it in there and then doing our rims with that color because I definitely wanted it a little darker. It's an old truck, you know, we don't need brand new rims. And then I'm taking folk art, don't know what this color is. And we're gonna go ahead and paint our little tree. That is absolutely adorable. I can see the possibilities with like, I always get at least 2 packs each of the wooden cutouts from Dollar Tree because you can do so much with them. Okay, so taking this little tiny, oh wait, maybe not. taking the little tiny brush. This is from Dollar Tree. It comes in a pack with this little tiny brush and then a bigger brush. And I am taking the white Waverly, and I'm in Kansas, so it does snow here, and I was just trying to think in my mind when I come out or we're driving around where the snow hits like my car. So I try to put it like on the step, on the door handle, on the top, on the hood of the car, on like the bumper, the fender. So like all of the natural ways like snow would fall and sit on your car is where I tried to place that. And I'm kind of just like dabbing it, like dab, 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 dab. And then she's so cute. I was so proud of myself after this was done. I was like, she is, look at girl. Okay, so now we're gonna hot glue this on. So are you guys picking up what I'm putting down? It's a snow theme background. Okay, you guys, these things. Okay, so I tried to put this on, right? But of course it was hitting, the little balls were hitting the corner, so it wasn't going in. And then I go to pick it up and they all fall out. One of my subscribers, sorry I didn't write down your name, she warned me. She said, girl, don't mess with them, don't mess with them. And I messed with them. But as you'll see me do, I end up realizing, okay, if you just push them kind of like, well, no, I don't realize it yet because I don't do it. Okay, so we're gonna flip it, pour it in the glass, and then I push them, the little like snowballs, towards the middle, get the bottom and the sides in, and then it's so much easier. But then you guys, I'm like, you can't even see the darn truck. I put way too many snowballs in there. So then I have to take it apart again, and and I'm trying. Did you see me? Like, I'm like, no, this will work. This will work. No, girl, it's not working. So see how I'm pushing them all towards the middle? Just leave the glass alone. Push your back in. And there we go, you guys. And this is cute. You can put it on a hanger or you could leave it. I scratched the chalk paint, of course, but that's okay. Everything happens for a reason because it looked way cuter with the distressed white on the frame. Tied everything in here. So look at how cute she is. And she can stand up alone on a shelf. That's how I have her right now. Or you can definitely put a hanger back on her and hang it up. Despite the glass, I was quite entertained with this for quite a few minutes. I'm sure kids would be too. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Please make sure to subscribe and like my video. It really helps support my channel so that I can continue to put these videos out for y'all. I hope this got you in the Christmas spirit, because it definitely got me in the spirit for sure. And I am so excited to continue on with these Christmas DIYs for y'all. So again, make sure to let me know which one is your favorite Christmas DIY that I did. Have an amazing weekend, y'all. Bye. Hank's been in the trash can. Hank, you got something on your face, honey. Yeah. That's because you're in the trash. Oh,